I've heard it said before, plant and your spouse plants with you. Weed and you weed alone. I love gardening, and I have both a vegetable and a flower garden. Weeding is part of taking care of that garden. Nothing makes the chore more difficult than a weed trimmer that runs out of line right in the middle of weeding. Has this ever happened to you? It can be frustrating and time consuming, but I can help you better prepare with a simple demonstration. Today I will show you the 5 steps to replace the string of a weed trimmer. They are gathering the materials and tools needed, disassembly of the trimmer head, cleaning, winding the string, and reassembly. The first step is to gather the materials and tools needed for the job. First thing you're going to need is the proper size, the proper diameter trimmer line. This is .08, so make sure that you get the proper size diameter trimmer line. Next thing you're going to need is a pair of wire cutters to cut the line. The third thing you're going to need is a rag to clean the parts and to clean your hands. Now that we've got all of our materials together, let's go inside the trimmer head. The second step is to disassemble the head. Hold the outer spool, turn the bump knob clockwise to remove it. Take that off, set it down. We're going to remove the inner reel. Be careful, don't lose the spring. There's a spring inside. Then we're going to remove the spring for cleaning. Set that down. We're going to remove the unused portion of the line. Now that we've got our head disassembled, it's time to do a little cleaning. And our third step is to clean our parts by removing the dirt and grass from inside. Now this is the inside spool. We have to make sure this inside surface is clean. A little hot air, remove all the dirt. Second step is to make sure your spring and your inner reel don't have any dirt and grass. They're usually pretty clean, so you won't have to do a lot of work on these. Put the spring back in so we don't lose it. After cleaning, we're halfway done and ready to wind the line. The fourth step is to wind the inner reel with line. The first thing we have to do is cut about a 12-foot piece of line, which I have done in advance, just so we can save us a little time. Get the two ends of line, you fold it in half, get these two loose ends of line, find the two holes on your inner reel, and feed the line through the face of the holes, through the other side, and pull it through. Try to keep it as even as you can. Pull them through. Now the next step is to wind the line, and the way we do that is we're going to get the line, get it between our finger like this, each side. And if you'll notice, it says to wind the line in this direction, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to wind the line. It's very important that we keep them parallel to each other, because if they overlap, they'll tangle up inside the trimmer head, and the trimmer head won't release any new line. So as you use it, it won't come out. Now we're going to leave about 8 inches left over, so we can clip it in these tabs, just like that. One on this side. And there we go. Got a wound spool. Now that we have the spool loaded with new line, we're ready to reassemble. The fifth and final step is to reassemble the trimmer head. By doing that, we thread each loose end of line into its respective hole in the outer spool, just like this. Then we place the inner spool into the outer spool, push it down, hold it with your thumb and fingers, tug each line to release it from the keepers inside. There we go. While holding it, we're going to replace the bump knob, and we turn that counterclockwise this time to screw it onto the assembly. Give it a quick test, and it's working properly. Now we're going to trim each piece of line so we don't have too much hanging over, and that's it. You know now how to properly change the line on your weed trimmer. Let's have a quick review. Today I've shown you in 5 steps how to replace your trimmer string, gathering the materials, disassembly of the trimmer head, cleaning, winding the string, reassembly of the trimmer head. I'm confident with this knowledge that your gardening will be more enjoyable. Remember, when you weed, you may still weed alone, but now that you know how to maintain your weed trimmer, you'll be doing it in less time with less frustration. Thank you.